Good morning, guys. We're very excited for today. We've got our
Should be good.
caves booked in at Yarrangobilly Caves. So we've got two tours, one at 10 o'clock, which is nearly now, and one at 12 o'clock that we booked way in advance.
Yep. So we're doing Jersey Cave first up, and then Jillabenan, I think it is.
Jillabenan or something, yeah.
At 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Got a pretty good sleep apart from the trucks going
oh my God.
past. Once they stopped for the night, it was all right, but then they start early, of course.
So last night was at Yarrangobilly Village Campground, which is where we camped. I don't know that I would recommend that campground just because of the highway going straight through the middle of it, but apart from that, it's nice. It's literally just the trucks, and because they're building like the Snowy Hydro 2.0, obviously there's way more traffic than
Just
usual.
non-stop.
Heaps of trucks, yeah.
I think otherwise usually it'd be a pretty dead spot, which is nice.
But we both woke up a couple of times in the night being like, what's that noise? And then it's just like a massive, like really loud truck going past. It's like crazy, but
Yeah.
apart from that, yeah, it was good. And tonight we're heading out to Long Plain Hut and Campground.
Yeah.
So it should be a nice hut there, hopefully.
So we're going deeper into the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to be a few days without any shops or reception or anything, which
That'd
is
be nice.
added on to the few days that we've already had. But yeah, it's actually really nice. It's so much more relaxing. You don't go to reach for your phone or anything. And yeah, self-sufficient. Gonna live off whatever food we've got in the ute.
Baked beans for 2 days.
Yeah. Won't be any meat or bread, but that's okay.
Should be good.
Yeah.
All these crystals that you see in front of us, these sort of very gem-looking, like someone's cut and shaped them, they're called dogtooth spire crystals. They only grow underwater, so they can only get bigger when they're submerged.
So we're now at Long Plain Hut. We're just gonna set up the tent, which Matt's getting down, and we're gonna set it up just in here. There's supposed to be some pretty bad winds coming through tonight, another severe weather warning. So we think it's mainly gonna come from this direction because we're protected from trees everywhere else. So we're gonna park the ute there and hopefully stop a bit of the wind to get into the tent. So this is the rest of the campground. It's actually a really nice spot, and we're just going to go check out Long Plain Hut now. So we're currently out trying to find a hut. This is where we're camping tonight, Long Plain. We've driven up here and we're going to try and find Miller's hut. So there's no track and you're basically just making it up. But we have found a little four-wheel driving track that we're following, and yeah, it should be pretty easy. It looks pretty close. We actually saw some horses, some wild brumbies on our way in from a distance, and they've been following this track too. Got horseshoes all along it. We found it. How cute is this? All tin. It says, "Welcome to Miller's Hut, built by Theo and William Miller in 1943 to 1944. This hut is cared for by a group of high country walkers. Please replace the firewood you use." Oh, I don't know what's in that. That's too hard. we've got a book to sign in here. There's a mirror. And the book dates back to 2017. So many cool stories to read. The Murrumbidgee River. Matt's going to go for a little fish. Going to catch something. Catch dinner. So Matt didn't catch any fish, so we're reheating pasta from last night, which was delicious. Because we can't have the pudding tonight, and it is very cold. But I do have a fun fact for you. So this plain is called Long Plain because it's one of the largest treeless plains in the northern section of the park, which is 700 kilometres squared. And basically it drains in cold, like pockets of air that just kind of sit in the valley, and it basically means that it's too cold for the trees to grow. So that's why there's no trees down the bottom, but then as you move up the tree line, up the mountains, there is trees. And right now it is absolutely freezing, so can confirm this is true. Alright, so we've resorted to the tent. It is absolutely freezing here. I forgot to mention earlier when I was saying about Long Plain Hut, they've actually measured temperatures here before, which are negative 25 degrees Celsius.
So
absolutely freezing.
Wind temperatures here turn out to be colder than the snow Alps, however that works. There was a story behind it.
So cold, and it's so cold right now. Like, it's not even, it wasn't even 8 o'clock when we jumped into the tent, just to escape the cold.
Another severe weather warning's been put out there. We're up for 90k winds tonight through this valley, so see what happens, see if the tent's still here when we wake up.
Park the car to try and block some of the wind, but
no awning this time, just tent.
Tent and car, that's it. Everything else is packed away.
A lot of pegs down.
Yeah. But yeah, the caves today were absolutely awesome. I'm glad we did both of them because they were both very different. Jersey Cave, you can actually walk through more of it, and it's more like passages that lead onto other chambers and things like that.
It goes pretty deep.
Yeah.
Like the whole walk goes for a fair while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep walking, yeah. And see lots of different things. And there's like, yeah, there's just more diverse cave is the way they explained it as well.
Yeah, like we were in there for probably nearly 2 hours. It was like an hour 45 we were in there with, which I guess would vary depending on like your guide and what they're like and so forth. But our guide today was awesome. Like he was really informative.
Bernie was really good.
He was great to talk to and listen to.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And then it was only like probably a 10-minute break, and then we went into Jillabenan Cave, which is kind of like you just go into this main platform. And there's only kind of 2 little side things that you go and see up some steps, and you kind of stay mainly in the main platform. So you don't really walk through too much, but it's a lot older. So that cave, they found crystal at that cave, which is 2 to 3 million years old, whereas Jersey Cave, they tested some of the crystal, which came back as 350,000 years old. So Jillabenan is a lot older. Obviously the cave's older than the crystal that they found as well, but yeah, there's just way more crystals in it, and everything's a lot more delicate, so a lot more smaller ones.
The entire wall and ceiling, everywhere you look, is just fine crystals and straws and everything everywhere.
And then in Jillabenan as well, they actually have crystals that have broken off or whatever, and they can actually hand them around so you can hold them, see through them where straws have been in them, and they actually did lights out, which we did in Tassie at the cave that we went to.
Yeah, which puts a lot of things into perspective.
Yeah, and they completely turn out all the lights. There's literally no external source of light anywhere.
It's true darkness.
Pure blackness, which is so hard to ever see, really.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you'd ever see it apart from in a cave.
Not in day-to-day life.
Exactly. No. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, and then we just came to our campground here, which is really nice at Long Plain. It's not a huge area for normal camping, but there's also another area for camping with horses, so there's quite a few horse trailers here. Yeah. People camping with those, and then there's a nice big just day use area with picnic tables, and the hut's quite big as well. It's more like a homestead probably. But yeah, it was good to see. And then we went out on our mission out to Miller's Hut.
Which was awesome.
Absolutely love that hut. It's gorgeous. Completely off trail. I think it is along the Australian Alps Walking Track, but there wasn't really a track most of the way. So.
Yeah, but we believe so.
Yeah.
Because you did have to cross like a little creek to get to it and so forth. And it's not a high tourist spot or anything like that because it is so hard to. You just got to find it off your own back.
Yeah.
But definitely worth it if you get your hands on a map or location of it and follow out.
Yeah, I love ones like that where there's things left in there. Just I don't know how they used to be, and like things for people to use that they're not going to get vandalized or taken or anything like that.
Yeah, like there's no graffiti in this one.
Exactly.
Like it's nice. Yeah. The people who are using it actually use it.
Yeah, and keep it good for other people to use. So
yeah, I think a lot of horse riders go there through this area.
Yeah.
But no, it was lovely hut.
We love that one. Yeah. And we actually saw quite a few brumbies or wild horses on our way out as well, which we saw a few driving in, and then we saw tracks along the track that we were walking. Yeah. And then as we're coming out, there was a group. Basically near along our path. So we're basically going to head to bed pretty soon. We're going to play some games, just look at our map for tomorrow and work out the next few days in that.
Figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, but basically tomorrow night we're heading to the Blue Waterholes Campground and they're doing a few hikes through there like Clark Gorge, and it's another cave walk or something as well.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have a look at that now and head to bed because it is quite cold, but we're also keeping an eye out for a sunset because it's starting to change colour outside, so... Matt's dedication to getting the shot. One boot. Where's the other one, Matt?
Doing a time lapse.
It's a tripod doing a time lapse.
Don't stuff it up.
For the sunset. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for a drive and just leave you here.